Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Osterberger here at Bick and Bick Magazine. I'm joined by Chad Burke. Chad is President and CEO of the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region. Chad, how you doing?
Doing great, Jeremy. Doing great. Appreciate it.
Hey, look, I prefer to see you in person and do this on camera, but I suppose given the current situation, we take what we can get.
We're getting there, though. We're getting there. So pretty soon, I think we're gonna be standing next to each other.
Texas is home to about 66,000 trucking companies. And from what I understand, there's probably over 700,000 trucking jobs in Texas alone. I think a lot of people don't understand the magnitude of what that industry means to our economy and to the job market. 82% of Texas communities depend on trucks to move goods from air, ground, and sea. I think I heard you say the other day something like 32 billion miles are driven by trucks in the state of Texas alone. With all that being said, give us a quick update on sort of the trucking industry here in Texas and what's kind of transpired most recently.
Yeah, so I always like to look back to give kind of perspective of where we were and what we're doing right now. So you can imagine with the number one exporting port in the country, and really, one of the busiest ports in the country here along the Houston Ship Channel, the number of trucks that move product in and out of those dock facilities is astronomical, to tell you the truth. So in 2010. Houston Galveston Area Council commissioned a freight mobility study, which counted the number of trucks in the whole greater Houston area. There were 20,000 trucks a day moving through the greater Houston area. 50% of those, or 10,000 trucks per day, were coming in and out of the Houston Port region, which is basically the 225, I-10, 146 corridor, to meet all of these different docks that we talked about. Okay, so that study was done in 2008 and then released in 10. So 12 years ago, we had about 10,000 trucks a day. Well, 5 years ago, we had another study done that the Economic Alliance did, and produced truck counts in excess of 35,000 trucks per day in our corridor in the region. That's 5 years ago. The Panama Canal expansion opened in 2016. We've seen imports from China to our Port of Houston container docks go from 0 to over 60% of the total cargo coming from China. So those types of numbers and escalation in the amount of trucks that come through this region is on it's up and to the right, obviously, at a hard angle, and it will continue to grow as our population grows and as our ability to push those goods up into the middle of America goes as well. So our trucking industry is the number one concern for the trucking industry for the last 5, 6, almost 10 years has been, can we get enough trained, qualified drivers to move product and maintain our competitiveness here in the region? If you talk with any of the trucking companies, workforce development is their number one issue. So any small, and I'm going to phrase it like this: this is the negative 10% that we talked about as far as number of ships moving through the Port of Houston. That's a temporary number for this region. This industry, this cargo, this logistics infrastructure is not going anywhere. The global dynamics are what force Houston to be really the center point of everything that's happening in energy, and then at the same time, all of the products that we're pulling in from all over the world that we consume as finished products. So those dynamics aren't changing. We'll see a temporary blip here and a drop in some goods movements, but it is temporary. I can assure you by the end of the year, save a second wave that shuts our entire economy down again, we're going to be backtracking on and towards those same numbers of movements and goods and value that we were as we came into 2020, which was looking very good, frankly. So Houston's growth in the logistics industry is like I said, we're positioned in a way that growth is going to continue to happen.
So look, everyone, if you'd like to hear more from Chad, he's going to be speaking during the Reuters Events Downstream Virtual Conference, June 9th through the 11th. To register, you can visit petchem-update.com. And the conference is broken up into 3 tracks: engineering and construction, reliability, maintenance and turnaround, supply chain and logistics. So till next time, stay safe and stay prosperous.